guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin Cosplay, and today we are back at guys with WandaVision, episode 2.
Yes, we are still in our in our race to watching this entire show before we go watch Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
So by the time this episode comes out, Multiverse of Madness will be out. So, I mean, we either did it or we didn't. But you guys are still getting one episode a week, so there you go. Last episode, we just jumped straight into a sitcom. No explanations. Clearly, Wanda and Vision are not acting like themselves. They don't remember much. Like, they are in this universe and they act accordingly, but they don't know anything about this. Like, what's my job? What's our anniversary? We wrote something on a calendar. We don't remember what it is.
Where do we come from?
They don't know shit. And when questioned about this, they seem to go back into their actual personalities of, I'm more serious, I'm more, I'm focused on my job. Oh shit, someone is dying, let's help, The cameras also change whenever they have this realization, so
we're going
playing
from sitcom to movie.
Sitcom to movie.
Sitcom to movie.
Yes.
But I was meaning like general shot to personal shot.
Well, yeah, the camera was closer and moved in different angles and stuff, so the shots are also reflecting their state of mind, but how did they get there? We don't know. Still, it was funny to see them interact in a Bewitched sort of, or I Love Lucy sort of, sitcom genre, and it really was interesting to see them show more human emotions than they ever did in all the Marvel movies, because these two characters don't show much emotions. Like, Wanda shows sadness. She freaks out and stuff, but humor like this? No. Same with Vision. Humor like this? No, that doesn't exist. So it was funny to see them explore their comedic, skills and stuff. But that's about it. Like, I do not know what's going on. I say we just jump into episode 2 and see if we can get some answers.
If we get more clues, yeah.
If we're gonna jump to another genre too, because I don't know if this one is in like black and white. We will see. So yeah, without further ado, let's go right into episode 2. Don't forget to subscribe. We can speak English.
Don't forget to subscribe if you want to check the other episode. And
oh boy, if you want to know when these episodes come out, and check out our Patreon for the full reactions.
That, and let's go.
Let's go.
What was that?
Okay, so similar genre, similar sort of TV show. Again, sort of like Bewitched.
Wanda,
Yes, dear.
are you using your powers to turn on the light?
Yes, dear.
Allow me, sweetheart.
What do you see?
Only your lovely rose bushes.
That's all? Are you using your night vision?
I assure you, my love, I see nothing amiss. You have absolutely no reason to be...
You were saying?
Actually, I did overhear a couple of lads at work remarking on a few unsavory characters settling in the neighborhood. Now, who knows what those ne'er-do-wells might be up to?
You have powers! Stop it!
Walking through walls, moving objects without touching them.
You can't be suggesting my colleagues were referring to us.
You both have powers! Stop it!
Oh, this is getting ridiculous. I'm going to take a look. Well, I think we handled that well.
Yes, I must say I'm rather proud of myself. And look how you seized on the opportunity to redecorate.
This is better, isn't it?
Well, they were winking a lot last episode about a romantic occasion. That never got to be. Oh, we have an opening! Just like Bewitched!
Well, it is Bewitched.
Yeah.
WandaVision.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh boy.
for my final trick.
Okay, so the house actually changes every
Of
episode.
mysteries. Yes, darling, that's your cue.
Did you say Cabinet of Mysteries?
I said the cabinet of mysteries.
Sorry about my computer freaking out. It's Disney.
Well, it's another year or two, right?
Well, it can't be that. Well, she's wearing pants.
Watch closely as I, Illusion, master of Enigma, make my captivating assistant Glamour disappear.
To be actual sorcerers, magicians, and do a magic show, that's cheating. Or is it?
Can it be more true than that?
You are advertising magic.
Ta-ta!
Oh, baby.
Well, I better get going if I'm going to make the planning committee meeting.
That's me off as well, actually. There's a gathering at the neighborhood watch at the public library. I want to make sure this town's security is up to snuff.
Against trees and branches? Yep.
You tell those tree branches who's boss.
Would you look at us? Wanda and Vision, Westview veterinars.
I'll see you at curtain call.
It's funny to see two very fucking strong characters freak out over branches and teenagers. Color! That's not normal.
Look, it's the star of the show.
Well, she's obviously important if she comes back every episode.
Every single time, yeah.
Every single time. I don't know about the other actors or anything, but at least she's important.
So, are you ready to meet Queen Cul-de-sac and her merry homemakers?
Agnes, Cody can't be as bad as you say.
Well, you'll notice her roses bloom under penalty of death. Hurry up, please. Hiya, Dottie. Your roses are divine.
Oh, thank you.
She reminds me a bit of Brenda. She is so two-faced. Like, that bitch is horrible. Hey, girl!
Say, those pants are peachy keen.
Do you really think so? The other ladies are in skirts. I was worried.
We only have a few hours until showtime, so a little less cross chatter and a little more focus.
Careful.
Okay.
If she judges you, and she will,
Counting on us.
you'll be over.
I'm Wanda. I'm, Geraldine.
And I'm irritated.
You know, I was wondering why her face was familiar.
Completely sold out.
Isn't she Xander's girlfriend in Buffy?
Maybe?
Anya, sorry.
Yeah,
It's her, right?
I think.
It's just she's older now, of course, but I was like, her face is familiar. Where did I see her before? There you go.
Hiya, Vision. Didn't expect to see you here. This is.
Okay,
sort
a
of
bunch of actors are
members-only
actually coming
type
back.
deal.
Oh, certainly. Right. I'll just stay here and be as quiet as a church mouse till you open up the floor for new business.
Well, in truth, we were just getting to new business.
Oh, splendid. Could you tell me how often you rotate security patrols? Do you interface directly with local law enforcement?
You should just take charge.
New business actually means another round of Danish.
Raspberry or cheese filled?
Oh, neither for me, thank you. I don't eat food.
Be more subtle, bug.
What I mean to say is that I don't eat food in between meals, but at meal times. Oof, a
Silly
regular
me.
eating machine.
Like, I eat food like everyone else. I'm a normal human. This is definitely my face.
Care for a stick of Big Red?
Did you hear the man? He doesn't eat food.
Is gum food?
Well, my understanding is that it's purely for mastication.
Oh, no, I don't do that.
Well, when in Westview. Cheers.
He's having more, he's it's better for him, you know, he's having more luck fitting
It's easier
in.
for him to
We
fit
actually
in,
thought you
yeah.
were serious.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. How does that affect him exactly?
I can't help but wonder if you and I haven't gotten off on the wrong foot, Dottie. And I would like to correct that if I can.
I've heard things about you. You and your husband.
That's definitely his face. We're definitely
But I
human.
assure you, I don't mean anyone any harm.
We do not use magic.
I don't believe you.
That's the show, not your computer.
I know.
Who is that? Who are you?
Who are they, actually? Well, we don't know. We need answers. Trying to recognize the voice. Sound them.
Dottie!
My second biggest question now is, are they actual people?
Pop quiz, Wanda. How does a housewife get a blood stain out of white
The crowd just...
by doing it herself?
This is so weird. Keep on that what the fuck feeling, because you need to figure out what's going on. I want answers. Oh, he's having problems.
Oh, is that him?
It's gum. He kind of acts like he's drunk, but it's gum.
My little cabin, you look smashing.
What is going on?
You are.
They might have to use actual magic.
To save the show?
Hello, Westview! It's so
Oh,
lovely
boy.
to meet. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Today, we will lie to you. And yet you will believe our little deceptions. Because human beings are easily fooled due to their limited understanding of the inner workings of the universe. Now my wife and I will delight in your dumbstruck little faces. Flourish!
Oh boy. Hopefully they think it's actual, you know, it's a trick or something. Yay! Like they didn't see that.
See there? He's using a rope.
Oh, you see the rope? Also, that's real magic. Yoo-hoo! If they don't understand the trick, that's when they freak out.
Because we know that real magic doesn't exist, right?
Not in this show, nope.
Yeah, this is gonna be great. A staggering feat of strength.
I can't explain that.
Allow me.
What?
The trick is usually not to show your tricks.
Yeah, but
But
they want
she
to
has to
fit
show-
in.
Ladies and gentlemen, for our grand finale, the Magnetic Mysteries!
The Cabinet of Mysteries.
Yeah.
Yes, what she said. I will now make my wife disappear.
Are you sure you don't want an audience volunteer named My Husband Ralph?
No.
No. She's not in it.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box?
You know what's in the box?
Oh well. How did I get here?
It's all right.
Drunk Vision on gum is the funniest.
Oh, wow.
Would you look at that? That really gummed up my works, didn't it? I'm not as funny without it, am I?
You're back to yourself, and that's all I care about. Now let's get out of here before Dottie and the planning committee string us up for ruining the show.
You didn't ruin it. I think they enjoyed it a lot.
It wasn't so hard to fit in after all.
And all we had to do was be ourselves.
Well, with a few modifications.
And it was all
For the children. Well, I think the children might need some popcorn.
Wonder.
What?
I was wondering. She said some. Oh boy. That's not how that works. Is it the gum?
I think it's the gum.
If it's that damn tree again, I am going to...
It's signs of the outside or something. Like, I don't know, someone's throwing toys.
Wonder.
What the fuck?
No. Vision, is this
happened.
So she's in control of this universe a lot more than we thought. She put herself in there. She put themselves in there for sure, I think.
Huh?
We're switching to color! The flash of colors is just too much for my eyes. Oh.
Wanda. Who's doing this to you, Wanda? Wanda.
It sounds like she's doing this to herself. Or at least someone forced her to do this to herself. We'll see. A little bit of
What is
answers. Okay, she definitely recognized that person coming out. Like, I don't know what the B thing is. Didn't recognize the logo on his back or anything, so we'll see. We didn't really see the face either, but she's afraid of that person. It's like, I don't know if he's a reminder of something she's running away from, if he's like from reality, like the actual reality, and she saw him, you know, it's like he's looking or he's searching for them or something. She sees them and she's like, she refuses to leave her perfect little world in a sitcom, you know, universe where everything is always perfect, everyone is always jolly, it's so easy to fit in, and
Nothing
then
bad can happen.
it always ends well. Like now, like I mean, I said last episode, I remember he's dead, you know, like last time I saw Vision, he was dead. She was heartbroken. So she has an immense power, and I was wondering if she was traveling in different universes to perhaps find Vision again. It looked, I'm still sort of on that idea.
Okay.
But now it really looks like, you know, she doesn't want to lose Vision. She has an opportunity to be in this universe and she controls it. So in my mind, it's like she made this so she could be with him.
Okay.
And, you know, have her happy ending with him. But it's not reality, and I still don't know where. I mean, if they are in here, does that mean it's their consciousness? Is it their bodies? Where are they if it's their consciousness?
You're gonna be shocked when you know the truth.
Of course.
I'm just gonna say that.
The point of the thing is to surprise me. This is just what I can understand from what I've seen this episode. Obviously, you know, like, she has two different reactions to what's going on. Like, it's like reality is trying to catch up to her, and every time she's surprised because the Wanda persona that lives in these TV shows is adapting to the TV show. Like, she was peachy and, you know, she follows the trends of...
She wants to in that dream state that she is right now.
Well, you know, the first episode, which, by the way, wasn't Bewitched, if you think about it. Like, this episode is more like Bewitched. Sort of. Like, but it's like... Well, the opening was more like Bewitched, but it's a different... Not a different genre. It wasn't so much sitcom as it was, you know, the transition from sitcom to TV
right now,
show.
I have a huge vibe of Stepford's Wives.
It was a bit of that.
You know?
I mean, but what they were aiming for was different. Like, the first episode is really couple-oriented, family-oriented. Like, it's them trying to live their couple's life. Whereas in this second episode, we're moving forward. The woman is trying to be more independent. The man is more, you know, is doing his thing. It's about fitting in. The crowds are still separated, but it's not so much about the couple as it is about the individuals. You know, we're moving in time. What?
It is for the children. Speaking about children, she's pregnant.
Oh, yes, I mean, that came out of nowhere, but it's the obvious...
Magic.
Next step. Like,
Vision cannot procreate children. He's a robot.
We don't know about that.
He cannot eat. He cannot
It's true.
eat.
He's not alive per se, but still, I mean, that's the next step. Like, they got married last episode, so...
Let's just say that you're right about the fact that she's more in control about this universe.
Well, she is. She herself rewinded when she saw that guy, so...
There's nothing impossible that she could do. You know,
but like it is definitely linked to what they want, because like if it is a simulation, it's really centered around what they would want as a couple. Like, they are put in a situation, like I said, where everything always ends up perfectly. Happy endings all around. They get to fit in. They get to have friends, which is something very complicated for these two characters normally. Like I said, this episode, like last episode, was about them as a couple trying to establish themselves as a couple, you know, be successful in their lives and stuff. Now it's more like individually getting to fit in this community. It's about them establishing themselves personally, and again, still as a couple, but more like her trying to fit in with the women of the community and him trying to fit in with the men of the community, which, by the way, he achieved a lot easier than,
Well,
a lot more easily than she did.
He's less lost stress than she is.
And I mean, I was saying in the episode, you know, it sounds so shallow in a way. And I mean, people are shallow usually, but this was even over the top shallow. But that's what we get from these types of TV shows.
True.
We're not necessarily addressing, it's a comedy TV show. We're not addressing deep subjects. We're not addressing deep drama or anything. So it's for these characters, because I still don't know why they're here, but if they had a hand in deciding or in creating this universe, it would make sense that it would be a comedy TV show. You know, it's a place where nothing is, you don't risk losing your partner, you know, you don't risk having you will have your happy ending. It's not gonna end in tragedy. So yeah, it's like the forever place that you wish for.
Speaking about fake reactions, it's true that a bunch of characters seem to be just fake when they're talking, when they are laughing or just interacting with Wanda or Vision.
I mean, that's a stereotype though of, you said Stepford Wives, but
Stepford Wives, yeah.
It's a stereotype of that.
At least I know that for one, that person reactions are not fake.
Well,
and maybe for a second one.
You're going into spoiler territory, so
no, but I mean, just check for those out.
Well, this is definitely spoiler. I'm sorry. Don't spoil anything. If I don't know about it, you're not supposed to talk about it.
I didn't say who.
Well, you said someone, so I'm gonna look for it. So
but look for reactions.
In any case,
some of them might not be as fake as they are.
I was surprised with the reaction of the girl from Buffy, because she is the girl from Buffy, for sure.
She's good.
And, I mean, the way they react to the whole thing, like, the color was being introduced, she bled red, so I'm like, are they actual people? Because I was wondering if it was a simulation last episode, but now I'm looking at their reactions, and I mean, last episode, the couple with them did not react to the husband, you know, almost dying. So the Buffy girl, is that your name?
Dottie.
Yes. She definitely freaked out over hearing voices from the real world, I would say. And that was definitely new. So that makes me wonder if they are actual people and they are just like Wanda and Vision, which is just
cut up in
their personalities have adapted to this world, but they are actual people put in this universe. There are not many clues. I will say these first two episodes don't have many clues.
Well, we got more clues in this episode than the first one. Definitely. So next up, episode 3, we're gonna have more clues maybe.
And it's funny. I like how we're evolving in the TV genre. You know, like we went from typical
50s to now 60s.
Well, typical old sitcom format to camera moving outside. You know, we're still hearing the crowd, which usually isn't a thing when you're going outside, because it was definitely not a studio. But because usually you like in Friends, for example, like when they're outside, it's still a studio. They just recreate walls and stuff, so it's a set. But in this case, we were actually outside and we could still hear the crowd. But we're moving slowly from sitcom to comedy show. I would say this was 60s, 70s, maybe.
Well,
like
now we're
moving,
going to the 70s in colors.
Yeah, we're moving towards that, and I mean, color is getting introduced too, so we're getting there. And again, like I said, you know, the way the first episode was centered around the couple and the home life, and now we're watching more the individuals and the community.
And now we're going to the family life because she's pregnant.
Well, we're introducing a little bit of drama, so that's going to be interesting. But then again, same thing as last episode, I feel like it's sad to see them live this when you know that in real life they didn't live this. Like the children thing, like it would be great if she could have had children. It would be great if she had children, but this isn't real? Or is it? Like, I don't know.
We do know that there are a multiverse of...
there's a multiverse, but like
right?
you said, I mean, Vision isn't human, so he's not supposed to be able to have children. And you don't just become pregnant.
Well, who's to say that one of those universe, Vision is human?
Well, he's not human in this.
True.
We saw the fucking, we saw his insides. It's not human.
True.
In any case, I'm excited for the next episode. I'm excited to see what genre we're gonna explore, and I want more answers. So we will jump to episode 3. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it is on Patreon already. The link is in the description below.
Yeah, don't forget to subscribe for the watching now, and if not, the next one will be on YouTube next week, guys.
Yes.
So stay with us, stand by, we're gonna see you next time.
Bye.